everybody need to really pay close attention. Their life is in stake. Hit the subscribe button. I want y'all to really pay attention to what the DA said.
This has really been a situation that has been building. For PRE to actually step up and start taking over should say a lot. There was a point in time where Big Jook was online, live or video, talking crap about the PRE group after young Dolph was taken. At the end of the day, he really put it down like they weren't men at all. Like they were just, they literally stepped up and said, we're taking our city back. We're coming for justice. We're coming for revenge, and we're not going to step down. There are so many theories floating around right now. It's speculation at best, but somebody knows something. And at some point in time, justice is going to be served. We're about to go to court and really get the bigger picture and see the evidence the prosecutor has. And when they lay everything out on the table, it's going to come to an end. And it's going to come to a head of who's really guilty in this matter. At the end of the day, the community lost somebody who was doing great things for them and trying to better the world. A family lost its father, their partner, their brother, their son. Like, it hurts all the way around on both sides. It really needs to stop with the senseless act of violence and how we're running our streets.
A lot of people thought that PRE wasn't gonna slide. They came back full force. This is something that nobody wanted to see but Big Jook. They said that Big Jook, he was out there, and the dudes that ran up on him, they hopped out their white truck. They was the main ones in PRE. And I want y'all to know, they said that Key Glock, he said that Big 30 was the main one scared to even come around. After the announcement been made through the whole city, next thing you know, PRE, they realized they looking at everything as if, man, we need justice for Dolph regardless of what's going on. And they out here, they slide, they making moves, they doing what they gotta do. Me and Jay said that this is something that it was gonna happen. It was inevitable. It was gonna happen regardless of how they felt about it. And I want everybody to know, I want to send my condolences to Young Dolph family. I want to let everybody know, Young Dolph's son, he miss him. You cannot bring Young Dolph back. I want to let everybody know this is something that it was bad that it happened, man, and it ended up leading back to Yo Gotti, his brother, gone. I want y'all to know that the feds are investigating and they looking at this as if this is gonna be an ongoing case. From what the forensic details stating, they said that as soon as Big Jook came out of the place, that's when they pulled up and then they did that to him. RIP to everybody who got lost behind this, because it should be no size pay. I want y'all to let me know if you rocking with PRE. Let me know if you rocking with CMG. The Fed said that this is something that is going to lead back to everybody really getting, they going to really get justice for what's going on. Everybody going to really have to face a RICO. And I want y'all to know, most of these people out here who doing this, they don't know for a fact that karma, it comes right back around. And PRE, they already said that this is something that it was going to eventually happen to Yo Gotti and them. And regardless of what went on, I want everybody to know this is sad, because nobody should be even getting lost like that. A lot of people getting taken out the game right now, and a lot of people thought that it was like real life a joke. No, RP Young Dolph, they shouldn't have never did that to Young Dolph. Raven, she knew for a fact that she set Young Dolph up. I want y'all to let me know if y'all feel that Moneybag Yo, Black Youngster, Big Jook, Go Van, Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Yo Gotti, Angela Simmons, and the list goes on. I want y'all to let me know if y'all feel that they was in cahoots and all of them knew about what happened with Young Dolph. At the end of the day, we know for a fact that they got down on Young Dolph. As soon as they saw him pull up to that cookie shop, they hopped out the cars. It was a white car. They instantly ran up on Young Dolph and left him laying inside of Makita's right there by that window. And it's crazy how Keosha James said that the reason why Big Jook even got hit up was for one reason, because he thought it was sweet. He knew what they did to Young Dolph. She said that he was sitting right across the street, and Keosha James, she was on the scene. She was over there at the laundromat, and she was right there with her people. She said she saw Big Jook, she saw Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, and Go Van. I want everybody to know this is something that is going to be presented in court, and a lot of people feel that under the circumstances of the evidence that was presented, people think that this just gonna get swept under the table. No, we know for a fact that this should have never happened to young Dolph. Big Jook, everything that he did, he knew for a fact that he went to that funeral, then he went over there to that place, whatever that restaurant is, man. I want y'all to really pay close attention, because the feds, as soon as they put the markers down, they saw it was multiple shots coming from both angles, and everybody knew for a fact that this is something that Big Jook kind of got himself into. He shouldn't have ever rolled over there by himself. As soon as he realized, went over there with security, realized he was still by himself, because the security ended up getting hit up. Everybody know for a fact your security should be on point, number one. At the beginning, I want everybody to really pay close attention, because this led Big Jook to real life get sent up, and everybody know for a fact this is a revolving door, and we have to really pay close attention to the key facts in this whole case. We know that the way that they did this, it was strategic. They got down on him. They ran up on him. They instantly, they tried to take his, they ran up on him. They hit him up. They ain't take no phones, no chains, no nothing. Everybody thought that this was gonna be something that Big Jook made it up out of. No, once everybody went to the hospital, they already knew for a fact that this wasn't gonna be the same people. They already knew this wasn't the same people who Big Jook was into it with. They didn't have a doubt that this was They didn't have a doubt that this was PRE who did this once they went to the hospital. RIP to young Dolph, because at the end of the day, we know for a fact that he sat across the street and watched young Dolph get sent up. They watched young Dolph instantly stand right there and get lit up by all them bullets that they instantly started firing out that Drake. I want y'all to really pay close attention, because no lives were saved between this, because Big Jook was the main one. He sat across the street and watched this happen to young Dolph. And then a lot of people saying, oh, why you say this about Big Jook? A lot of people know for a fact that from what the facts are stating, we has the receipts right now. We got all the receipts, and everybody know for a fact that Big Jook was across the street, and they had him on camera right there watching young Dolph get sent up. Okay.
At the end of the day, I know one thing: Angela Simmons needs to stay away before she gets indicted into all of this. Right now, she already probably knows a little too much, but she's still safe to say she had no involvement in the past activities that we may be going to trial for. So it would be a good time to get out and spare your life. They were coming for Yo Gotti, and if they would have taken her out, it wouldn't have mattered. She really needs to just head home.
Because we know for a fact that the way that they did this all leads back to Key Lock coming out, making a statement basically saying he called out everybody. He didn't want nobody to get left behind, because he knew for a fact that it's too many people who played a role in what happened to young Dolph. He was young Dolph's right-hand man. They was together every single day. As soon as young Dolph went to that cookie shop, this is where they kind of blocked young Dolph in. They caught him by surprise, and the next thing you know, from what Makita Raven Daddy said, the man said that Raven them weren't even there. He said that the people who was in there, and the son, they said the son, he was the main one. He saw the dudes come in the cookie shop, and then they try to flip it around as soon as they did the interviews.
By her own testimony, Raven said he was given a phone call, and he never takes a phone call. It was a distraction. It was so everything could coordinate out the way it was. So who made that phone call? Where are these phone records? Where's the video where this all played out at? Why are we hiding the evidence? I hope the prosecution brings it, and brings it hard.
Because we know for a fact, as soon as the prosecution, that once they put them on the stand, they're going to have to testify and basically say what happened in that cookie shop. No one is to be left behind, because everybody know for a fact you have to go on there, you have to tell the truth. And as soon as they question them, they're going to get contradicted. They're going to contradict themselves regardless of what's going on, because they don't have their story right. They didn't have their story right since the young Dolph situation, and then next thing you know, Big Jook gets sent up. They ain't got their story right. Everybody know for a fact it was an inside man.
At the end of the day, the price is too heavy that these people are paying, and communities are being affected, families are being affected, and it is just absolutely heartbreaking. There's literally about to be a war Which side is going to bring it first? Who knows? But at the end of the day, I think that CMG should get out of Memphis. And I think that there should be some cool-off period before anybody else engages, before we see casualties that are far greater.
I want everybody to know, if you out in Memphis, I want y'all to really be safe, stay in the house, and I want y'all to really pay close attention. Y'all need to really open your eyes to the key facts of what's really going on. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel.